So today we're going to be talking about passion flower. So Latin name, Passiflora incarnata, at least this variety anyway. So that is down here on the trellis. Here you can see one of the flowers. This is a very beautiful and unique looking flower, as you can see. And if you can kind of see, here's the leaves and the vine going on. There's the bud, or then another flower is coming up. So yes, this is the passion flower vine. Just for the record, the other plant that you see around here is a cucuzza gourd, which I'm excited about. You'll be seeing a video on that later on in the season once that starts making its squashes. But for now, we're going to be talking about the passion flower. So this one also, you may know as the Maypop. It does make a fruit on it. And we have tried the fruit. It is very delicious, actually. Very sweet when it's ripe. And our chickens do like eating that, provided, of course, we break it open for them first so that they can get to the soft part inside. But they definitely enjoy eating that. And not only is this an edible plant as far as the fruit goes, but also it's a very good one for attracting bees and butterflies and hummingbirds and all the pollinators. So that's another good reason to have it, whether or not you're interested in the medicinal or edible qualities of it. And particularly it is the variegated and Gulf fritillary butterflies that use this as a host plant. So they come along and you'll see the caterpillars on here. Actually, one year we had quite a few. They'd pretty much eaten up all the passion flowers, but you know, even if we didn't get passion flower that year, we got butterflies. So that's definitely one of their favorite plants. I don't think we have to worry about that too much this year because the passion flower is a very aggressive grower. So this year, this was where we initially planted it along this trellis here. But we have it popping up all over in the yard. I'll show you a few other spots it's coming up into. So I think we'll have plenty of passion flower for both us and the butterflies this year. And as far as growing them, they do seem to like a lot of sun. I was reading somewhere they did say partial shade, and I would say that probably is true, especially depending on where you are. The sun could get too scorching, but it seems like where they've popped up all over the yard, they get plenty of sun and they seem to be doing pretty well. So I don't know that that's too big of a concern as long as you keep them watered and they still have their moist soil. They also recommend that you grow them between zones 5 to 9, and that's where usually they're going to grow and do the best. But even with saying that, I have noticed since we did have the snow that happened earlier in the year, the passion flower was already here in the ground. They came back up after all that was over. Actually, quite a few of our plants did, so I was that was quite miraculous because I thought the snow was going to kill off a lot of things. But yes, the passion flower did come up and has come up in even more places than it did last year. I did read somewhere they can handle up to 18 Fahrenheit, so they can handle some pretty low temperatures as well. So as far as its medicinal properties, it has quite a few things that it is known for. Many people may know it as something for using for a sleep aid if you have insomnia. It's also been known to be used for lowering blood pressure, menopausal symptoms, reducing inflammation, cognitive health. It's known as an antispasmodic, reducing anxiety. Some people used it as a natural support for ADHD. So it does have quite a few medicinal uses that you could use it for. And I would recommend researching that if that's anything that you think might be interesting to try or that might be useful for you. So there are a lot of sources you can look at to find out if that's something that would work for you. The forms that you can take it in, you can do tea, infusions, tinctures, and extracts. I am going to be making a tincture with the passion flower leaves at some point. I have a few other tinctures in the works at the moment, so that will be a future video too, where I will talk a little bit more about the tinctures and once I've tried them out, what I think. Let's take a look and I'll show you where else they're popping up, just to give you an idea at how much of a powerful plant they are as far as growing everywhere. So as you can see down there, there's more trailing. I believe this is a separate plant here. But then if you look, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants coming up in this area. I'm sorry, 8. There's one in there too. And as you can see, they're all right in the ground like this. So this definitely is one that runs under and shoots out new plants. That may or may not be something that you want, but obviously, as you can see, our garden is a little more wild. We like things to, spread around as much as possible when it's a useful medicinal edible plant like that. But if that's not something you want, then, you can still pull them up and or harvest them if you are using them for making like tinctures or teas or that sort of thing. So that concludes my video on the passion flower. I hope you found it helpful, and I would encourage you to research the passion flower a little bit more if that's something that you might be interested in growing or using medicinally.